Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I am going to be attempting to use masking fluid, which I have not had much success with in the past, and I've seen a lot of people using it on Instagram. I just would love to be better at using it, so I'm going to try today and I'm going to put it on the internet because if it doesn't go well, it's a lesson and someone can probably give me some information as to what I did wrong. And if it does go well, then I have learnt a new skill. So either way, this is going to be a productive and proactive decision slash action. The masking fluid that I'm using is one that I got on Amazon. It is called WHC Utility Holbein Artists Watercolours Masking Fluid or Masking Ink, and it's by Holbein, who are a Japan-based company. This is what it looks like. I like the packaging. I like how simple it is. It dries pink, and I know a lot of people who use masking fluid tend to find ones that like dry green, so I don't know what the significance of it is in terms of the drying colour, but I have used this a couple times and I just don't know if I'm applying too much or not enough, and the work that I've been doing, I haven't been like in love with making, like I haven't been in love with the idea of the thing that I am making. So it's very hard to sit down and really put all my energy into a drawing or an illustration when I don't know what I want the final product to be and when I'm using something like this, which I have limited experience with. So we're going to explore that today, and I hope you're up for it. I hope I'm up for it. And let's just try. Let's have fun. So we've run into a little bit of a hiccup here for some reason, and I'm hoping someone in the comments can explain this to me because this has only happened with one specific type of paper, which is the one I'm using today. The masking fluid, when I'm taking it off, is taking paper with it. Not ideal when you're trying to work delicately, so I'm going to show you. You can see here, this is all paper, like look at this. And I've been really gentle with it. You can see it all here as well. It's just like shredding this paper. I don't know if it's because it's like a really fine paper. But yeah, and I've been using like I started off using the head of my Sakura jelly roll just because it's very light, but then I ended up just like gently nudging it with my finger like this because the jelly roll was what I thought was causing the paper to pull, but it's not. I don't know what it is. No matter how gentle I am with it, it just seems to be coming like up with the paper, and it's very frustrating because I wanted this to look quite clean and now it's all jagged, and I'm going to try and play with that to the best of my abilities, but honestly it is pretty disheartening, and I really love this paper. This is probably like my ultimate paper to draw on. Look at that. What the fuck is that? So I don't know if it's just because I bought a crappy masking fluid or if it's the paper quality, but it hasn't done this before on other paper. So as you can see here where it's, oh, who's texting me? I can wait. As you can see here, it's like shredded it up. So I'm gonna have to be super careful not to let that happen, especially over stuff like this. And yeah, I'm just really worried. I also am worried about this. Like, look at that feathering. That's cause for concern too. So I'll keep you updated as I do this, but yeah, all this detail down here is worrying me as well. Like you can see here, it's all like jagged and shredded, and oh well, it's all a learning experience, as I said at the start of the video, so let's keep going. Too bright. Oh, too dark. Chelsea, come on. So, I am going to show you the final artwork. Chelsea of the future, please install the clip here. I'm not happy with this. I'm actually quite disappointed with how much the paper tore. I don't know if I've had this issue as badly in the past. It could be because the paper has been sitting for a while. I am tempted to try this again in the future with a different paper stock. The one I've usually been using does not like feather or tear anywhere near as badly as this. Even when I took the masking tape off, it went south, and I'm really disappointed. As for the illustration itself, I think it's not my best, and I don't know if that's because I was disheartened by the fact that it was tearing. I also noticed that when I was watercoloring things that the masking fluid was like, I don't know, it was like water soluble or something. Like it was getting wet and like tacky and not doing its job. It's supposed to stay like gelatinous. So that was frustrating. This whole process has been kind of frustrating. If you are experienced with cold pressed paper, or you just generally have way more experience with masking fluid than I do, please let me know like if there's something that I've done wrong, or if there's something that I could revisit. Because yeah, I would love to get better at using this as a medium. I just think it would be really convenient to be able to use this better, and I would love to have any feedback if you know anything about this, because clearly my experience is limited, and I think this is just going to be the sort of thing that I play with off camera for a while, and then I come back to YouTube and be like, hey, I have revisited this several times and now I'm totally a master at it, or I've gotten significantly better at it, or I've worked out the kinks. So I'm glad I got to share the kinks with you, because this is clearly a process, and I like showing process on this channel. That is the purpose of it. As for the illustration itself, I think there is room to go on with it, if that makes sense. Room to grow. There is room to grow. That is it from me this week. Thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and thank you for subscribing if you're new. I've noticed a few new faces around here, so hello, nice to meet you. I'm Chelsea. I'm an Australian illustrator from Florida, but not from Florida. That was a bad introduction. I'm an Australian illustrator living in Florida because I recently married a Floridian and I love it here. So thank you for being here, and I hope you like what you find. I will be back next week with a new video. If you'd like to see more from me, you can find me on Instagram and on Patreon. I post there every Monday, and I also do some podcasts, and I share my sketchbook on Patreon and stuff as well. And I'm on Instagram pretty much daily, so feel free to check me out on either of those. I also started a blog recently on my website, so if you would like general updates about what I'm doing, that is on the blog as well, which I will leave a link to below. Everything is below. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna go edit this now because I have a lot to do today. Thank you for watching, and bye! So either way, this is going to be a productive and proactive decision / action to follow through with.